Alright guys, welcome back. I got another video here. Someone wants me to do a video on temperature conversions from Celsius into Kelvin and compare the two scales on how the temperature spans. So let's go ahead and do that. Before we can get started, we need to know the formula on how to convert how to convert Celsius into Kelvins. Well, there's one formula for that, and it's this. It's Kelvins. Whoops, I need my pencil. It's Kelvins equals the degrees Celsius plus 273.15. Okay, this is our formula, so we're going to use it to work the following problem. We have 36 degrees Celsius here. We're going to take the degrees Celsius and plug it into this formula. That would give us K equals 36 degrees Celsius plus this 273.15. Now we're going to add these two together, and we're going to use a calculator to do that to make sure we don't make a mistake. Okay, looks like I already worked this problem before. We have 36 plus 273.15. Now when we do this, we get 309.15. Now, this is not our final answer. If you notice, this 36 degrees Celsius does not have a decimal. And notice over here, this one does have a decimal. Well, according to sig figs, you can only add these two together and keep an answer that does not have decimals. You keep the whole numbers, the weakest column, so to speak. And if we haven't went over sig figs yet, don't worry about it, we will. But anyway, we're going to round this to the nearest whole number on the temperature, and we will get 309 Kelvin. Okay. This is our answer for our first temperature. If you want to write T1 equals that, that's fine. You know, however you want to designate it as your first temperature calculated. But we're going to do the same thing on this problem here. We're going to use K equals degrees Celsius. We're using the formula again for Kelvins. The degrees Celsius plus 273.15. Now let's go ahead and add this 37 in. Okay, whoops. You can't really see that circling with that. Alright, we're going to add this 37 into this formula. Okay, that'll give us K equals 37 degrees plus 273.15. We add this together on our chutilator, and we will get the following. Okay, we've got 37 plus 273.15. Notice we get 310.15. We're going to write that down. 310.15. Now, is this our final answer? Well, I hope you said no, it's not. Our final answer is going to be 310 Kelvin. Now, in order for us to keep the same number of sig figs, normally we would put a bar over this 0, but if we haven't went over sig figs yet, that's okay. We will in the other videos. But anyway, here we're just going to round to the nearest whole number like you're used to doing in math. Because this 37 does not have a decimal, so we're going to keep no decimals on our answer. Now, we found the converted temperatures in Kelvin, 309 Kelvin and 310 Kelvin, but we need to know the range, that's the key word there. We need to know the range that these things span, okay? Now, in order to calculate range, you need to know that range is equal to the highest value you have minus the lowest value you have. And our range here then would be the 310 Kelvin minus the 309 Kelvin. Now when we subtract those, we get 1 Kelvin. Now that's the range that they span. But I want to show you something. If you look at the degrees Celsius, we had 37 degrees Celsius. And we had 36 degrees Celsius. If we subtracted those, look at what temperature it spans. The range that it would span would be 1 degree Celsius. So they both span a degree in the respected temperature scale. So I just wanted to at least show you guys that. But this is what they wanted, and these other two temperatures is what they wanted. So I hope the video was helpful, and if you need any more, just let me know, guys. Alright.